welcome to...
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Another game of Vampyr. I like 10 experience.
It's locked.
Anything still in here? No, I stole it all already.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
About blackmailing within these walls?
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
Oh, I need a hint.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
You!
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal question. Oh,
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
you hoe. Most safe. Give me that item. It's dull. There's nothing you can do about it.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
I just don't problem.
It's locked, all right.
Why the Goswicks came here in the first place?
Hello again, Dr. Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
No.
Goodbye,
He has
Mr.
nothing
Hampton.
for me.
We'll talk again later.
No, it won't.
Too much energy for so little result.
Ooh, item. Hey, you! Talk to me.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
You're looking at me. No. Personal question? No.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Hey, John, how are ye? Give me. I said, give me. God, just the one I want to talk to.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Shitty business in this.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the eldest patient here.
Personal question.
Goodbye, Milton.
Who is Harriet Jones? Talk to you.
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
Personal questions? No. General questions? No.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
Crane's a whore. Need to talk to this asshole.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Rumorous blackmail.
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
We live in London. Tell me about
Please,
yourself.
could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose that career?
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
You will obtain nothing from me by flattery, my young colleague.
Oh, I was not flattering you, sir. Not at all. Just clumsily expressing my sincere admiration.
Tell me about your experiment.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental. And unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me. But I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Ooh. That it? About Pembroke Hospital.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need my help?
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Back. Activates aversion for modern methods.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Oh. Personal question. About your blood transfusion technique.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
You must remain neutral.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Careful, it's learning.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Ooh. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Talk to her.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Rumors of
Have
blackmail.
you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Your life unlimited. Oh, I need hands. Personal question. I need hands.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I will eat you alive tonight.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Talk to this guy.
Good
But
evening,
in the
Mr. Goswick.
circumstances, I'm
How are you?
I'm okay.
Rumors of blackmail.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No?
Painful is
How
your throat.
painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Oh, back. You back. Personal questions? Tell me about
Tell me
yourself.
about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me...
Talk to this guy.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
No, rumors of
Have you
blackmail.
heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No. Nothing.
Nothing there. Well, you feel guilty about your injury.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Your wife died because of you?
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Did you voluntarily hurt yourself?
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
About the death of your wife.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
So many died during the bombing.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Are your children alright?
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Bad. Bad. Nothing.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Stealing stuff is so much fun. Why can't I do it every day?
Come now, we can handle this.
Did I talk to him already?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Personal question? Oh yeah, we
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
did. Like this.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Yeah, but I want to steal that first. Need to talk to this guy.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Rumors of blackmail.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're like in London. Do you work here?
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why watch these bodies?
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the morgue?
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Oh, man. Not afraid of the dead?
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Most people fear dead flesh.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Oh. Then you went. How did you get the job?
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Ooh, that's fun to bring up. No, there's no question. You're a pawnbroker?
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes to trade?
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods do you sell?
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Go back. You believe in life after death?
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
No, it doesn't. Goodwill won't last.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough for me next try. So you're ready to die?
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Let's just go back. Right here. Anything here? No, need a hand. Let's try.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Opium. Man, he's selling drugs. He must be my drug dealer. Drug dealer.
I cannot enter.
Your city needs you. Every life saved by efficient medical aid is a blow struck at the heart of the flu epidemic.
It never ceases to amaze me how you...
Volunteers make the difference. Inquire at the nearest appointment office of the Ministry of Labor and National Service, or write to 15 Kingsway, London. Nurses are needed now. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest blank. Labor and National blank. Give me that. Warily
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
Your thoughts on Strickland's research?
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Is your rivalry blinding you?
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead the surgery?
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
You will assume the consequences.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Oh, but I will. Your life in London. No, wait, personal questions. Nothing.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I just love pissing him off even more. Thomas Howell.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Rumors of shady business.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
No. Personal questions? No.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
We have discussed on every street corner.
Pippa Hawkins.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal questions? No, nothing. Nothing.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Damn. The pain.
Give me that.
Here again.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Personal questions? No. Your life in London? No.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Time has lost its effect on me.
Daily routine.
But the suffering continues.
Go talk to her.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Your life in London? No. Personal questions? No. Can't talk.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
She sucks. Give me that. What can I say? I love stealing from nurses.
Perhaps I should consider the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I feel played.
It seems I'm the butt of a joke, or pigeon of a con. Dr. Swansea might have told me who I was going to meet.
I know you're a man of action, Doctor, but take a moment to contemplate the terrain. In this war, discretion is both weapon and shield.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Patients have given you trouble?
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
I don't believe
I gather you have found an arrangement satisfying both ethical and corporal concerns.
I was brought up not to snigger at my own jokes, Dr. Reed.
I have questions about that.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Oh, come on! That's the one thing we want to do! I'm here to help.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Another vampire threat.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Why not solve this yourself?
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
What do you want of me?
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Please continue.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Some scoundrel take opportunity.
Perhaps I should have considered the
Talk to Harriet in the hospital.
See her again.
No. Red cash, no. Velma, no. No. Harvey Fiddick, no. Dordo Strickland, no.
Like a book.
You're in the hospital. Give me that. Tippett? Talk to me.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Rumors of shady business.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Your life in London? No. Personal questions? No.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I hate Dr. Tippett. I want to kill him. Hawkins. Dr. Edgar Swazi. Give me that.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have questions.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
About the hospital.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand?
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Fact. About your brotherhood.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your wanderings.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Don't you fear me?
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Oh. Back. About William Bishop.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe. Was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
Where do skulls come from?
How do skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
How is a skull different?
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a skull?
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
About my condition.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
Oh. Will the sun destroy me?
The sun? The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I kill?
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Bam. Great. I have met Lady Ashbury.
I have met Lady Ashbury.
She's a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
I'm feeling played.
I feel like I've been played. Why did you hide from me her afflicted nature?
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
Goodbye.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Anything else to steal? After all, this is not my room.
It's locked, all right.
Shut up, applications.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
At least that the mistress continues.
Need to come this way.
It's here again.
Oh, it's about time that door fucking opened up. Talk to her.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up!
If you continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Are you the blackmailer?
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
Oh yeah. You like gossip?
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Not about medical error.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
I have wasted.
Get back.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal questions, nothing. Strange man visiting nurses.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Miss Jones deserves our help.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have said the truth.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Fact.
What can you tell me about the strange man?
Let me guess.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I talked to Nurse Hawkins. She was a bitch. Ooh. Oh, I have to come talk to this whore. I'm a whore.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Hospital staff with criminal background.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Life in London? Nothing. Personal questions? Nothing. Strange man visiting nurses!
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Oh.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
No, we don't need assistance from her. Did I talk to you yet?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh, I did.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Let me out! No, she's in this area. Harriet Jones, no. Pippa Hawkins, no. Where is she?
I cannot enter.
I'm gonna keep finding her. This is gonna be a mystery we solve. Let's go we steal. What can I say? Stealing is so much fun. It isn't so much wrong. We came from that way.
It's locked, all right.
Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
Well, fuck you too, then, bitch.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Left in London, no. Questions? No.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Stop it.
Any news?
Goodbye for now,
Stop it.
Mr. Fiddick.
I will not let you down, my boy.
It's locked. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Your life in London? No. Personal questions?
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Talk to her.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Your life in London?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. I cannot enter.
Very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
A rat in the hospital is over here.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
No, I saw him.
It's locked, all right.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Your life in London? No, personal question. You steal from the dead.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living, and I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Dr. Swansea should be informed.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people, and everybody needs help from time to time.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
It never ceases to amaze me how you...
I cannot enter.
I have to come here.
And lost at the same time.
Give me that. Come on. I'm just right here. Oh. Come this way. Gotta go, gotta go. This hospital is confusing as fuck.
What's that? Dude. This isn't even my neighborhood.
No, she's down there somewhere. Has to be.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Oh. We're coming in here. We're going underground, boys. We might lose signal because we're going underground. Poor sewers.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Oh, that'll be easy. I'll kill this asshole. Before we go any further, change for a shotgun. What? I've not even ammunitions.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Good. You wanna fuck with me, bitch? Reloading! I did reloading, bitch! When you reload, you don't attack! Reloading! I killed him! Give me all that shit. This looks like a boss fight. Healing! Stealing everything! What? He can wait. Got you! Got you! I killed them like the fish they are. Talk.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Goodbye. Ooh. Look at that. Yeah, at least I saved one person. Can't save them all, can you? This is a shortcut I'm unlocking for myself. We're going back down. We gotta go back down, down, down to the place of death and devastation. Just these nipples need it. Yeah, that's right. Popular sewers. How can sewers be popular? Give me that. Oh, I got more bullets! Oh, whoops! Fuck. Reloading! What? It's just something you have to yell out. It's common courtesy! Give me your blood! Give me this! Give me this! Give me that. Give me this rack! What can I say? Pest control!
What sort of creature is this?
Pest control! Pest control, bitch! Yeah! There's nobody home! Wait, wait! I told you to wait! I told you to wait for me, bitch! When I say wait, it means wait! It literally means wait for this! I said wait for me to die for you! Oh! Oh! Oh, I died, motherfucker. I should have got more shit. Should have got more health. I should have in the long run. Ooga booga booga ooga nooga ooga. Give me this rat!
This is despicable.
Might be despicable, but I love it.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, I can't. Look at this! I'm good. I need to go to my hideout. I need to go get stronger before I take the bus on! I need more ammunition. If that boss thinks it's the only one with health, it's wrong. I have health. I'm gonna have more health. And I'll be like, no, don't shoot me. And I'll be all like, pew pew, and I'll be like, oh, oh, oh. And it'll fall to the ground. All dramatized and bullshit. No, I need to go up here. Popular fag bro. No.
He's fine! I'll take it!
Yeah, you. No! No! Where are you, rat? Feed my hunger!
This is despicable.
Feed my hunger and power.
I have this thirst for blood.
be a thirst for blood, but who knows? Stay at home. Search the thug's corpse. Oh. No, we need to go up and get more shit before we do anything.
So many disgust on every smoke.
It's locked, all right.
Let's go here. Upgrade. Can't upgrade anything. I need that to go up to the... I get this. I need common handle parts. 6 of them. Ooh, that's better. I need more blood though. Let's come here. Let's get more shit. I need more health. By the time we even fight off, I'll be able to do a lot more shit. I am just so good. Now we gotta confirm. I'm the best of the... Oh, it's stable. Look at that health bar going up.
It is now.
Just the guy I wanted to see.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Nah, personal questions? Nah.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Haha!
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes. This neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Your life in London. Do you have a job?
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why are you locked up? Why were you locked up?
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
What was the argument about?
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Claustrophobia?
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Oh. Back. Why not go to
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
God. Personal questions. Your fear of being enclosed.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
It was your childhood.
Perhaps you were trapped or locked in somewhere as a child. The horror of war could have brought this memory back to the surface.
Are you joking? I grew up on a farm, had a bloody fantastic childhood.
Oh. Damn it!
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Going back down to the sewers! We're gonna take care of that boss! We're good to go! We got more health, more blood, holding so we can heal faster. Got more bullets! Yeah, a lot of bullets. Poplar sewers. No! Bad! Bad! Stay back! Oh, you son of a bitch! Stay still! I told you to stay fucking still! No! You're not supposed to turn around! Give me this!
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Give me this rat!
I have this thirst for blood.
Wait! I got bullets!
What
sort of creature is this?
Wait, I got another gun for you. Reloading, bitch! Come on, bitch! No!
Here's what's left of him.
Ooh. Nurse Green's voucher. If you're sick and if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Pitch's house and present this coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Right.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Oh, it might be despicable, but hey, at least I got the heal. Right, John? I have to go to Whitechapel, though. It's pretty much far away. I think it's too far for this stream. We're gonna go upgrade, then that's it. We're done. I am the vampire of all immortality. I saw you a mile away coming at me like that, bitch. What? I knew where he was gonna be. I knew what he was gonna do. And I just kinda stuck it to him. Hey, at least we get to run fast. Wrong set of floors. Run, 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 run. Dread. I want that.
Good.
Now let's come here. Let us do some things. Oh, I need 1,000 for Wyatt. Body. I need 600 for Larry. I got more help. Oh, what's this? Ooh. Ooh. Oh. And blood cauldron. Oh wow. Hey John, you're gonna choose which ultimate we first grab. Would it be blood cauldron, abyss, or rage? But it won't be for now. It'll be for next time, though. So again, your choices are Blood Cauldron, Abyss, or Rage. But we will confirm what we have right now. Anemia. It's still... Oh, it's down to serious. Okay. Next time we get Blood Cauldron! But with that being said, don't forget to substitute. Click the like button, poop in the comments, and stay giddy. Meow. With that being said, I'll see you on next flippy floppy stream. And peace out. Bye.